Hey guys, hope we're having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going fantastic. Had a really good weekend this weekend, just being busy, doing things, getting projects done. Almost finished on the table. Super excited for that to be done. Just a good overall weekend. So today I got up and had, Greg and I went for a walk and came back. Got myself a cup of coffee, went upstairs, spent some time in the Word, reading the book of Hebrews, chapter 1. And here I am. So we're ready to start our day today. It's gonna be a good day. We gotta get our house in order. As always, Monday motivation. Last week was Christmas motivation. Christmas parade fun, but this week I have to do food making. We're down to the end. Not a big deal, just need to make the food. That's nothing, there's nothing wrong with this. Not say I say down to the end. But I just haven't gone humongous shopping yet. I'm gonna go ahead tomorrow and pick up a few more things for Thanksgiving and to tide us over for the month. But for today, we're gonna be making some breakfast, lunch, and dinner, gathering those fragments, using what you have so you don't have to spend, because you got plenty of other things to spend money on right now, don't you? I know we do. Christmas, lots of kids, expensive, all those good things that cost money. So if you can put your money in those good places, and then you know what, cut back on the other place. That's the key for everything. So you ready for a great day? I'm ready for an amazing day. Maxine's ready. She's like, thank goodness. I was literally walking today, and she just follows me everywhere I go. Follow. And I was like, Maxine, just stay still. I'll be back in 5 minutes. But she doesn't understand that. So I'm like, she's probably glad that I'm just here in the kitchen, gonna stay in my zone, get some work done. So happy to stay put. So you ready for a great day? I'm ready. All right, let's go. All right, our dishes situation is going extremely well. You know that I have Autumn is working now, not full-time, but part-time, but she still has school and stuff like that. So she was my dishes girl. And so the next one in line, is doing other things in the household for me, and then so I don't really have them doing dishes. And then Maddie, she does not like putting dishes away, but Steven does, the last child. So usually we go from the oldest, you know, obviously does the dishes because it's a bigger job, and then they just learn to do well at it, which is great. But I said this next three, I'm like, Jensen doesn't mind doing dishes, but he's always off doing outside jobs. I call them man jobs, things like that. So he doesn't really have time for those. And then Madeline, she just does not like doing dishes. She's like, I will do everything else, Mom. Clean bathrooms, clean toilets, but not put dishes away. Where Steven, he's like, I don't want to clean bathrooms. I like to put dishes away. So he usually will like to do those kind of jobs. But with just the 3 kids and just occasionally the other 2, it's like we've really done well to keep dishes cut down. So even after a long weekend of food and everybody being home and in and out and all those things, there really is not that many dishes to wash, which is good. So trying to save my dishwasher for the nighttime after dinner so that, you know, we don't have to do dishes at night, because nighttime's always busy working and editing late. So the last thing I want to do is have to wash any dishes. So it'll be nice just to wash these few and put them away. I'm just going to wipe down the countertops. Real easy, not too much. Refill my cookie jar here in a minute, and then we have all our colorful notes here. Our little bin is getting full. This is our thankful gratitude container, and so I talked about it on my Tuesday video for 52 weeks, so we decided to do it for the month of November, and then at Thanksgiving be able to read through the cards of different things that we were thankful for. So everybody's been filling them out. I have it on the refrigerator to remind them, did you fill out your thankful card today? So it'll be just a good little tradition we can do. Okay, kitchen's clean, which is very nice. Not a whole lot to do in there, so just throw one little laundry in here that I have. Things from the weekend because I was doing projects, so painting, all those things. So my dresses, I want to make sure they get cleaned and not with my regular laundry in case there's paint and things on them. So I'm going to throw those in. All right, somebody's got their laundry in there, so it's good. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you this weekend. Look at better organization here. Let me share with you this weekend. I forgot, like I put this together. Let me show you what I did. right, here it is, my weekend. I'm doing this because my weeks get a little bit busy, but I got a shelf for my closet back there. We have, should I show you everything? Let me just go show you. Let me show you the situation. So we have this closet back here. They had this inside there, and I think they used it as an office, but it's just a, it's like, I would never sit in there as an office. So we took this out and put it here. This works great for our family. And then back here, I gotta do some moving. I got all my projects here. So in here, this is what we got going on. Like, it's an empty, wasted space because I put a big bookshelf that we had, but like the shape of it, these up here, it's like, it's kind of pointless. So I wanted something that fit right here. Yes, it'd be great if we could build something in here, but we have not gotten to the point where, I mean, we just put shelves on the wall. We just put shelves on the wall, doing my table, and so slow but steady. So I'm like, what can I do in here? So it would be nice to have something that's tall. You have to have it not too deep enough because you can't get by anything. So it'd be great. I wanted like a shelf right here and have that open so I can put my vacuums, because the vacuums are all sticking right here over there. And our cases of water, they're almost gone through again, which is good. So I think that has to come out if I measure correctly. Like who can do that? Like, what can you do up there? I cannot even put anything up on that shelf, and they're flimsy, so we just put those on it. So this is going to come out, and this is where I'll stack all my appliances at. So first things first, like, look at it. Literally just opens up. I mean, it's not going to be like a you know, it is heavy duty, but not like ridiculous heavy duty. Look at this, it locks in place. That's what I'm talking about. No bolts in that. I think I'm missing wheels. So wheels are supposed to come with it, unless it's hidden somewhere on the bottom, which I don't think I missed anything. So my box was broken, so I'm gonna have to contact them and get wheels. But yeah, it just snaps together. I like that, and the other shelves just sit on there. So I need to empty out, like, is this all this does, this hook? Probably, oh, that's gonna probably push down. Is that gonna push down? No. What is this gonna do? What is this one gonna do? I might have to look at my instructions, but yay on this. So I am super excited. Let me keep working on it. Sometimes a quick fix like this makes it organizing better. Yeah, a full closet redo would be amazing, but I got a bunch of kids still. Still got a bunch of kids at home I gotta pay for, so life, it's what happens, expensive. So let me look and see what I gotta do here. All right, closet. I do my best. Shimmy the thing along the hallway. Let's do it. Okay, so all I needed was do the shelves match the long shelves I have, but the key is I can see everything as well. I know it's not as sturdy as that would, but in the closet, no one's gonna be in here doing it, but I wanted to be able to get around, put my stuff there, stuff everywhere, yeah, stuff everywhere, projects. I'm getting through my projects this weekend. Hopefully, let me put this on. Okay, I got one shelf I gotta bang down. I feel like I need my little orange mallet or something. I think just good push should get it in. Makes things like in my face. I need like a screwdriver to kind of bend the little lip. It's gotta go on here, and it's just a little too short. So I need like a screwdriver. Get a screwdriver. Makes things like right in my face. Vaccine. Okay, so yes, again, it's not going to be, obviously it's not, I'm not worried about little kids. It's big devices to stick on here. All right, let's see if we can get stuff on here. I'm feeling really confident with that. I do have another dough mixer, but I am passing that along to a friend. I'm just waiting, so I get, ooh, don't shake. I think I can just stick that in there. Okay, I had to put that on top because on the very bottom it didn't fit because of the bars in the back. Let me do this. I might move that down. We'll see. I'm not worried. Like, it's sturdy. Like, that's a good thing. So I got way more room this way. Way more room. You can actually go into the closet. And I can still keep my yucky shelves up on top that I really don't use. I'm going to use for that. I need to take the other one off so this can go higher, I guess. I'll probably get those unscrewed. And that way I can put like my bag up there for groceries, things like that. But I like it. Okay. I gotta take all the work, so I'll come back and I'll film some more. Okay, I took the other shelf off up there. Pulled up well. But I can I might move these down because we use those. I put this in the bottom. In a perfect world, I won't put it there. It's sticking over, but it's not a perfect world and it's okay. It's on the shelf. It's good to go. I could sit on the corner, but there's one more thing on the floor that I want. Or I guess I can't really pull away from the box. It's the bar that it's hitting. So good enough. I can fit my stuff in here. I haven't really used. We'll see if we even use that. We can go back. Yeah, this would be nice for this. So let me we'll probably use these now. It's like that winter season, fall season. Everybody takes their own. We don't usually, these we don't use as much. We use this in the summer more because everybody puts them together. We put lots of ice packs to keep everything cold. So I think this will be good up here. It's gonna work. And then I guess if we have to we're gonna have to load up on water. We always go stuck in water for hurricanes, but right now we don't have to. So that will go, I mean, wherever, back here. So this is good, much better. Oh my goodness, look at. So this can go over here. Water we can still stack there. So we can have a lot of water stacked there or put it over there and move either way. But at least it's like, I got a little bit more room and I gotta stick this in here too. It's like my shelf I'm holding on to because it's like for the house, for the sink. Someone else will use it. Okay, outside of mine, but this will be good because this is gonna go to a friend. So we have a lot of shelf like this. I can stick all my extra pans on, which will actually be, I might even get those out of my cupboard and put those up there. So, because I don't really use always my donut pans, all those things, but they're a big thing that takes up space. So, okay, let's go in the kitchen and find some stuff to fit in here. So this is great because everything is right here at eye level. It's what I envisioned having built in, but a shelving unit, hey, you can take it anywhere you go, which is nice. And the vacuums are back there. I'm calling that a win. So this is good in here. Got this done and organized for what I need. Okay, so today I'm gonna make some breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I gotta go head out the door here by noon to be able to go out this afternoon. So what I'm gonna do is get dinner started as well as breakfast and lunch. Get it all done. Get it all done right now. So for dinner, the kids said, I sat down this week and I was like, what do you want for meals for the next few days or for the next couple weeks? And so they said, tater tot casserole. And I was like, are you sure you want tater tot casserole? They're like, we love tater tot casserole. This is what they said. And I was like, are you sure? If I make this, are you going to eat it? So they said they will. I said, okay. The only person that does not like casseroles in general is one of my children that does not, and that's fine. They don't like casseroles. They don't like that kind of mush together, I guess is the word. And so for one of them, I have a couple hamburger patties. I'm gonna fry those up, and I'm gonna save some tater tots. I just do the burger patties with tater tots. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind making the casserole and saying, you have to eat this. This is your option. I don't know, Mama, sometimes you gotta lay down the law. Sometimes that's your option. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles. Sometimes it really doesn't matter because it's really not a big deal to fry up a couple burger patties extra for me, myself. So I understand not catering to everybody's needs, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't mind doing that at all, not a worries. So I'm gonna take hamburger here. I'm gonna put it in my, how am I gonna cook this thing? Because I need to have it done earlier. I'm gonna put it in my slow cooker. Let me do it in the slow cooker. And then right before, I'll put it in the oven on the broiler so the broil can broil at the top of it and get it crispy. Let's do that. So let me just heat up my meat over here so it can it's all frozen solid. Okay, so my meat, it already has seasoned. I've already seasoned it with onions and peppers, whatever I cooked it with, but in there I just put a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, the Kinder seasoning, a little bit of beef bouillon, just a little bit, onion, garlic more. The flavorful, the better. Then what I'm gonna do is make some waffles. And so I have to say those Liège waffles I made last week, I made them and then they were like, okay, they were good, they were delicious. And then they hardened as they got cool and I was like, oh, what are these gonna do when you reheat them? Are they gonna be good? So they were in the refrigerator, and I was like, is anybody gonna touch them? They liked them. They liked them because when you heat it back up, obviously that sugar is gonna soften again. So those were definitely a good winner. They're like brioche rolls. So thank you for the one who sent me the email. I apologize, I get lots, but they were very good. So they would be great for, you wanna make some fancy little waffles, they were really good. So I'm gonna do pancake waffle mix here, very simple. The kids like bananas. We'll do the bananas in there. We'll do some, do I do chocolate chips? Probably, let's see if I got some chocolate chips. Peanut butter, we can put that peanut butter powder in there, mix it up. It'll be delicious and yummy. Make some waffles. You know it's cold in Florida when the coconut oil starts to thicken. For the most part, it stays liquidy. Like it's very rare that it gets thick, so you know it's colder out, so. Okay, so I mix this up. Okay, I know that I add banana and peanut butter protein, so I know it gets a little bit not as thicker. So someone mentioned doing cornstarch to it, and I know they talked about the moisture, and I get that I have a lot of moisture in there because of the banana. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in here. We'll see how they work. The last time they weren't that bad. Let's just see how these do. And then, oh, I can add water. You need water, just less water. I think it's 1 1/4 cups, so we'll do a little bit less because I know there's liquid in there. And just make them thicker. And then I have, Miss Barbara got us some cinnamon rolls last week or the week before, and they we made 1 batch up. I still have another can, so I thought, why don't I do the waffles like that? Remember how I've seen people put them on their waffle thing? You know, when everything was viral to put in your waffle maker. So I'm thinking I'll put those in there. That'll be pretty, something different and yummy. Okay, that's really thick. I don't think we want them that thick, do you? You want to make a little bit of, like that's kind of, that's real thick. I think you need to add a little bit more. That would be a little less than the exact water. Okay, and then use the scooper. I remember that part at least. Okay, that's a little better. I'll just do 1 and 6. Okay, let's put that in there and we will do our waffles. They're a little bit more firmer. They smell good. I'm not gonna add chocolate chips this time. I think just peanut butter and banana. That'll work. Okay, over here for my tater tot casserole. Tater tot casserole, usually you do the hamburger. Put the hamburger down. I've done it both ways. I've added the soups to the meat and then put the tater tots on, which I'm probably gonna do. I don't like squishy tater tots. They're gonna get a little bit squishy, especially in the slow cooker. But I'm gonna do it more like a shepherd's pie or cottage pie. The meat, and then I put a container of cream of mushroom soup in there that's frozen. I don't have any cream of chicken made up, so what I did is add some water and add a little bit of chicken bouillon just to get the flavor in there. That's fine. And then we'll see what it looks like and tastes like, and then I'll put it in a my slow cooker. I'll put the tater tots on it, and I think I still have to, when you put cheese on it later, we'll put it under the broiler and do the cheese. So I think that's gonna work. You just do what you gotta do, and it'll still be good. It's all the same kind of flavors. Okay, those are actually really nice for my waffles. So was it the cornstarch or was it the lesser amount of water? I'll never know unless I do it again, which I probably will this week because we have a lot of waffle mix. And these would be good putting in here. Do an individual, these would be good cinnamon rolls. Something different. Variety is a good thing. All right, Maddie came down for getting her breakfast, and that I have to show you her shirt. This is so funny, the shirt she has. Let me show you. I'm like, why do you guys do this? Poor Maxine. Peace. Look at, I got that dog in me. I'm like, you guys wonder why she gets so frustrated. See, look like that? I don't know. Maxine, is that you? She can't be, look, she's like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about me? She's like, I'm just trying to sleep over here. Maxine, she can get a little feisty. Her grandmother was a Doberman pinscher, and so she's got a little bit of that little tendency in her when she, with the craziness, when she gets like on her, ready to attack somebody, or not people. But
yeah, she wants to
things. She wants to attack people. It depends on what person you are. I'm just kidding. So I pretend to come down with that shirt. I'm like, what do you expect? She's just gonna growl at you. I have to laugh. They don't wear the shirt out. It's just one they wear for pajamas. But I had to laugh. I'm like, you guys, quit making fun of Maxine. But it's exactly her. So okay, this is great. The meat is in here. It tastes like shepherd's pie meat. That's what I say. So this is good. So I'm gonna put tater tots on top. It's good. Taste your stuff. It's good. Let me get tater tots. So searching, hold your legs are so long. I was searching in my freezer. I'm like, I know I have peppers and onions somewhere, but where? So I had to look in there, and then I realized that the ice cream container was in there, and someone shoved the door and the lid. It was up, so it got smushed off. It wasn't going on. So I'm like, I just put it in a plastic bag. So what I'm gonna do is I've got hamburger patties, because not everybody loves these. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Should I do a 5? I will just cook these. So I'm just going to literally put these in here in the same pan without washing it, because it'll have a little bit of that yummy flavor. We're going to fry those. I'm going to put some peppers and onions in there and just fry them up. I could even chop them up, but I think I'll just leave them. Do I leave them whole? Yeah, let me just leave them whole. So let's cook that and put the lid on stuff that I get them. And then I'll add peppers and onions, and we'll keep making these. The dryer was still wet, so I'm just gonna put this in here. Look at this. That would be great, something different. That definitely made a firmer waffle for sure. Cornstarch. I think that's the key to it. Okay, this will be good here. Okay, those work great. Look at little cinnamon roll waffles. That's a neat alternative. Pretty good. Okay, this will be done, and then we'll start lunch. Get that done, and I'll be done in the kitchen for food, which will be nice. Okay, these definitely want to brown faster, so. But easy, look at that. That's just a different way to do waffles. Okay, let's do this. I gotta flip my burgers here. Okay, so there's some burgers and some peppers and onions if you want some of those. That'll work out for later, and then I'm gonna cook this when we go to eat it. I'll put it in the oven and turn on the broiler, let it cook for a few minutes, and I'll cook a few tater tots in the oven as well to have separately. So now we're just working on the waffles. Some cinnamon roll waffles, delicious. Okay, we're moving right along. We got breakfast done, dinner will be done. Now I'm gonna work on lunch. So what we do have is a lot of mini breads. I had got, someone gave to me. It's a whole bag of little like baguette bread. It's delicious, I just know it's not gonna get eaten. So I'm gonna make mini grilled cheeses. That'll get eaten. So, went to my cupboard. I don't have any more tomato sauce, but I do have a lot of tomato paste. So, tomato paste and tomato sauce, same thing, just more concentrated. So I'm gonna do, you put this all in a pan. I've been making this recipe forever. I made it last week. Everybody loves it. It's a winner. It's like one of those things that they just all love, tomato soup without cheese. You can't beat that. So for tomato paste, to make a can of tomato sauce, you add 2 parts water. So if I just put this in here, then add 2 parts of water. So think about it when you're buying tomato paste. This is much cheaper than the tomato sauce. Why do we buy the tomato sauce? You're paying for the water. So it's probably just the convenience. So just add some water. Stir it around in here a little bit just because I know there's some stuff stuck on the side. It's perfect. All right, then we'll have our tomato sauce. Let me add all my ingredients in here. We're going to do I found you just put everything in a pan and just mix it up. You can use a whisk. You can use an immersion blender if it's too lumpy. 2 tablespoons of flour, tablespoons of sugar, pinch of baking soda, 2 cups of dairy-free milk, a can of tomato sauce, 15-ounce basil, paprika, garlic powder, salt, pepper. Easy and delicious. If you want a little bit more yum, add tomato bouillon soup. Delicious. So good. So since I have a big chunk of tomato sauce paste, and I might have to use the immersion blender, but we'll just turn it on and heat up and see what it does. Okay, totally happy with this soup. I had to add salt to it, and I believe inside the tomato sauce in a can, they add extra salt. I'm thinking that's why. I'm like, it tastes very plain, so I did that. That works out. Okay, so here is what we're doing. Anybody else get creative? I am getting creative. For our grilled cheese, we usually always add American cheese with some cheddar. If we have cheddar, just makes it creamier, meltier. Never do I just do cheddar, but there's always a first. So I've got all these. These are baguettes. They're gonna be a little bit drier because they're baguettes. I'm gonna put butter on them. We're gonna do literally bite-sized grilled cheese. I can do this. Then I did a little internet search. What I'm gonna do is take my cheese. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of Miracle Whip. I know it should be mayo, but I don't have mayo. Just to give it a little bit more creaminess, and it'll hold it together better because otherwise the cheese is gonna flop out everywhere because it's cheese. So we're gonna get creative with these. They're gonna be great. It's one of those things. It's like, okay, it's what we got, so let's do with what we have. I have to go to the store. When I go to the store, I'll have it, but for today, this is what we got, and we'll have it with grilled cheese. It'll be delicious. So let me butter all 50,000 of these, and then we'll cook them on the griddle over here. Okay, that was a tiny, I think there's 50 little baguettes. So will this work? I don't know. Someone mentioned doing, I think it was just mayo on the outside. They said it's a game changer for flavor. I don't know. We'll mix it. That's what a little recipe online said. So you know what? We're going to try something here. So I'm going to put all these down, put a plop of cheese on them. If I have counted out correctly, I think I can do 25. Like I said, they're going to be bite-sized mac and cheese, or bite-sized grilled cheese, which is fun. I mean, would I ever go buy these? No, never go buy these and do these. This was just somebody gave it to me. So 16, let's do 20. Well, the good thing is, look at 20, 22, 25 fits the whole thing. So that's kind of about the number of sandwiches I would do. You know what I mean? Like a whole thing would be fit our family. So let me put some cheese on. All right, I counted exactly. I'm gonna have one extra piece here. So the dyed cheese, the cheese slices melt very similar to like good melty cheese, but the shredded cheese, it's okay. It melts about better than anything else. So I did put the Miracle Whip in there. So it basically, each kid, is that too many rows? 1, 2, 3, I guess it's too many rows, 5 rows. That's okay. There'll be one for Jensen, one for Steven, one for Maddie, one for Autumn, and Brooklyn if she gets home. I'm not sure what time she gets home today. So it works. I'm like, sometimes you just got to gather up. See, like this would be an example of something that would go to waste because I'm like, what are we going to do with a baguette? Like nothing. Like it's one of those things like, no big deal. But transform it to a grilled cheese, try something different and make soup that everybody loves. It's great. So now I just got to flip all these. Okay, so basically you have fancy little mini grilled cheeses. So they would have been better with the American cheese, but it works. This is a cute little way to dunk it. Again, using what I have. Another thing I could have added some like garlic to the butter, probably made it really yummy. That would be delicious. The dye, it is melting pretty good here. It's not too bad actually. When you put it on the further up here, it doesn't get as hot as right here in the middle, so I want to move this down. But not bad. I got soup. The soup turned out perfect right here. Nice and foamed up, and then I have grilled cheese for lunch. So breakfast is done, lunch is done. Dinner is in the slow cooker, and then all I gotta do is just kind of, broil it under the broiler. So great Monday. I'm like, actually life is pretty easy today. All right, so you know what? It's early right now, but I have things to do this afternoon, so I'm gonna close today's video. My house is cleaned, it's picked up. The kids are gonna help with the little chores we do, like put dishes away. Bathroom is already clean, my bedroom's clean, it's been vacuumed. I did the hallway this weekend, which was nice, and then just run the vacuum. So it's easy. I wanna close because I have to do some running, and then I gotta work on my tables this afternoon. So closing today's video, hopefully it was good motivation to get some things done for you. So have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, we're gonna do some shopping. All right, I'll see ya, bye. Bye. Bye.